Why was Shoto hated so much? So what's up guys, Foxen here. Throughout this whole license arc, you saw Mr. Windrock Lee just giving Shoto the stink eye. This episode, finally you're getting an answer to why that was. And to be honest, I have really mixed feelings on his reasons why. Alright, so before getting into Shoto and Inasa's conflict, let me bring up the discussion at the beginning of the episode regarding the changes to the provisional exam. So you saw these guys chatting, and I believe they have touched on this at least partially in the past. They mentioned how the changes here were done to fill in the void that All Might left behind. You know, since Endeavor is definitely not a replacement for All Might at all. Interesting to see how there is a shift in hero careers, which is now focusing on building strong groups instead. I really think something like this should have been done a long time ago, and perhaps All Might is a little bit to blame himself too. Just think about it, you have this group of top 10 heroes. However, most of them are seen as a single unit instead of building this team effort. To be honest, the next top 10 should really focus on building this Justice League type of deal for the top heroes. Any new and upcoming heroes like Deku would naturally become part of this system. Anyway, as for this point system for Phase 2, you got a little bit more of an explanation here. Turns out you start at 100 points, then get dinged from there. So right here, this brings up something from the previous episode that I mentioned. I'm still surprised that kid dude didn't ding Deku's whole group enough to fail them all. I mean really, he was literally telling them how to do their rescue hero job. But okay, I guess he can't fail them outright. Anyway, as for that attack 2 weeks ago, the villain attack, you got hero number 10 Gang Orca leading the charge. Let me mention that I'm really loving the design of this guy. Not only does he look like a ferocious villain, outside of the battlefield he looks like a freaking mob boss. I could definitely see this guy leading the world's Yakuza gang in Japan. Let's just be happy he's on our side. Alright, so let's get into the conflict between Shoto and the wind guy, Inasa. You could really hear Eren coming out from Shoto's voice this episode. In case you didn't know, fun fact, Shoto and Eren are voiced by the same voice actor. As for Inasa's flashback here, so holy crap, Endeavor was a bigger douchebag than I thought. Really dude, this is how you're gonna treat fans that look up to you. It's no wonder Inasa hated him so much after that. Although I definitely don't think it's fair to push this hatred onto Shoto. Shoto in the past ironically seemed to be going down the same path, just due to his own hatred of his father. However, that's totally changed recently. I guess he tried, but he just caught Shoto before he matured a little bit. However, let's pause right here for a minute. Inasa's beef against Shoto is really more deeply rooted in the Todoroki family. So let me ask this to you. Doesn't this whole thing seem a little bit too extreme? Is he just being a little too petty? Right now it seems like his whole hero career was deeply shaped by a couple of experiences, which honestly isn't too strange at all to see someone influenced by this hero figure. But was it too much? Perhaps it's just time to move on. But what do you think? Was Inasa's grudge years in the making justified? And talk about being unprofessional by letting it all out here. Meanwhile for Shoto, his repressed demons were coming back up this episode. Previously, his way of handling this was to forget, which was actually him repressing whatever he felt towards his father. However, in doing so, he just froze everything away. It seemed like he matured a little bit but just halted his own development, which is interesting commentary on itself. Looks like in order for Shoto to move forward, he's gonna actually have to face his father. By the way, I do love how they animated his internal conflict here with that Endeavor flame within him. That was pretty sweet. As for Deku here, coming in for the save. Props to him. Honestly, Deku should have super kicked both of these guys in their asses. Really good thing this isn't a real villain attack. Could you imagine heroes pulling this crap during that all for one attack? That would have been further devastating. By the way, on the topic of Deku, you still had Deku coming in again in the last minute. So hell yes. I do love the little addition to detail here from the manga. He did do the super kick onto Gang Orca. Originally, it didn't show Gang Orca's piece smashed, which is yet another thing to notice about this beast. Gang Orca was wearing the same restraints that All Might wore for the hero exam. So holy crap. Oh yes, I think I just became a fan this episode. Can we get an episode of Gang Orca at full strength? And keep in mind by the way, this guy is only at number 10. Come on, I want to see a flashback of him versus All Might, even if it's just a sparring match. Anyway, back to Shoto and the wind guy. In the last moment, these guys actually realized their problems. They went ahead and did that combo attack, a freaking fire tornado. Poor Gang Orca, this fish dude just got barbecued and roasted. And really, the animation on this fire tornado and the whole scene was freaking gorgeous. It seems whatever corners they cut on the filler episodes went right here. This whole firestorm tornado really reminds me of something from Charizard, one of those Charizard flames from the Pokemon anime a while back. Honestly, I haven't played Pokemon in forever, so maybe you could tell me, does a similar move exist now? Post below if there's any pro Pokemon trainers. But besides this whole fire scene, I think this whole episode was beautifully animated. It does seem like there's always some high-level animation for My Hero Academia whenever Shoto goes full out. Perhaps the animators are a huge fan of him. Oh, and I do have to mention Best Frog Girl, Froppy's new move, Camouflage. So freaking awesome, move over Invisible Girl. As for the ending, freaking mofos. I really thought they were gonna end it on a cliffhanger with the names of those who failed, but I guess not. You saw Deku anxious to find out, then cut. On a brighter note, how about that preview? Been waiting for that episode all season. Next to the United States of Smash, this is gonna be another highlight for season 3. I'm getting freaking chills just thinking about it. By the way, really quickly, let me tell you about my huge Patreon update. Please go ahead and check it out, find out how much work it takes into getting over 5 videos out every week. If you do enjoy the over 20 videos I put out every month, please do consider becoming a supporter. The lowest tier is just $1, which includes access to the Discord server. So come join us. But anyway, more important, let me hear from you now. Question of the day. How do you feel about Inasa's beef with Shoto revealed? And what do you think Shoto should do about his repressed conflict? Oh, and let's not forget, who do you think failed? Post below and find out next week. Anyway, be sure to smash that thumbs up and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, I put out 5+ anime videos here every week. For My Hero Academia, that includes the manga and season 3 coverage. My newest video for Attack on Titan is out. This is going over the changes for the latest episode. Definitely don't miss that. Be sure to set up notifications and I'll see you guys later.